root to everything. It's how we can heal ourselves. It affects absolutely every aspect in our lives. So thank God for Trump and RFK doing that. And it is kind of crazy when you think about it, that the liberal side doesn't want to tap into that portion of things, you know what I mean, of our well-being.
And I think deep down they want, I mean, look, they're the ones that like shop at Whole Foods, right? And I mean, this is the only explanation. They are so blinded by their hatred of Trump that they will not allow themselves to even agree on the most agreeable political issues. And I think that's really sick.
This video is sponsored by Manscaped. They outdid themselves. The Lawnmower 5.0 Gold Ultra. What? This is another sit down and see what we can attack that. But I want to jump into this Jubilee video that you did.
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
what was this? How did you even get a part of this?
Well, a couple things. First of all, I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, dude, that was fun to watch.
Yeah, jeez. It was difficult because, first of all, Mikey will tell you, that thing was 85 degrees in there, okay? And
really?
That did not come across. I'm telling you, that thing was, they hotboxed us in there, okay? No, I'm not right, Mikey. I'm wearing like I am sweating through. I mean, so I think they wanted it hot to try to increase the tensions of the room.
Totally.
Number two, and I have no hard feelings against Jubilee. They were great and honest brokers and actors, except for one thing. They say that it was 25 college kids. Half of them were college kids. Half of them were like professional TikTok debaters. Again, I'll debate anybody.
Parker kid.
Yeah, and then also Dean and some of these other people. I have no issues with any of it. I'll debate anybody anytime. Great.
But they set you up.
Well, they sort of did. Like when you think of a college kid, you think of like some meandering kid after an econ class. I don't care. I'll debate anybody anytime. But it's also like, okay, this kid has 1 million TikTok followers and he's getting his master's degree in economics. Like, okay, that's a little bit different. Again, no issue. I thought I thought they were hyper emotional, constantly try to change the topic. I don't quite understand the red flag thing. It was very bizarre. We were all just trying to raise the red flag.
Anytime it got somewhere good, then because they didn't like that you were making a point, then they would put the flags up. So it would end.
Yeah, I mean, it's gone.
Have you talked to Parker since?
No.
I haven't met this man. I've never heard of this man. But when I saw him debating, a part of me was like, I love the way this guy debates. I could see why people would understand.
No, I disagree. I thought it was I think I'm with you.
No, hold on. I'm not even finished. I think
it's very disingenuous.
No, I think that if he has a passion of debating, but I think he's still young. I think his passion's there, and I think he could be fighting for the right thing.
He's very smart.
I think how old is he? He's young.
Yeah, he's like 20, 21.
Yeah, he's young. I think that if he really because you got to remember, even Candace Owens was on the wrong side of the fence. But then once she developed her skills of how to speak to people, when she came to our side, she's a great representation of what we need.
That's a fair point.
I want to see this kid learn and develop. I think what happens, this is my perspective. I don't know who this kid is, but I think he's getting a lot of people encouraging the way that he's behaving. So he's like speaking above you and talking fast and not letting you speak. And I think once he learns that, like, hey, you should listen to the person that's talking to you, he might be able to digest what those people are saying. And then he can come and argue for us.
Sure. I mean, look, we were trying to debate about college, and he comes in and he's trying to ask me about like epistemological questions of God.
Yeah.
And I was like, can we stay focused? And then he would like berate and mock me for not wanting to debate this very like unrelated topic that he wants to debate. And so that is by definition a disingenuous debater. I will say one thing: the kid Dean, there's a big internet thing about him. They're trying to cancel him because he said the N-word when he was a kid. I actually want to come to his defense. I haven't said this publicly. Again, I thought he was actually a really sweet kid when I met him. I think it's totally wrong. I don't care if you said the N-word when you're 14, 15, 16 years old. It's called being a kid, you stupid, dumb stuff. And so a lot of people are trying to cancel Dean. I think it's totally wrong. And like liberals trying to cancel him and conservatives. So I just want to put that in there. I think we have to be very principled about it. And like, he's getting all these people that are trying to disassociate. Very smart kid. I actually think Dean is more likely to one day become more conservative because he's intellectually honest. Again, the Parker thing was just so ridiculous at times. Again, just so understands, anyone that is not like a far left-wing zealot would text me about it and be like, this kid is like deranged. I mean,
no, he definitely had some type of, it felt like, and I'm not trying to say anything disrespectful, It seemed like he was on some type of drug that he was like speaking really quick.
You know when you're nervous and you're trying to get your point across, and so you're like, you have to say it all, and it was just so exhausting.
Again, I understand. I want you to understand the context.
You know?
85 degrees. I have to defeat every one of them, so they're all fresh. Okay, so I want you to understand the equivalent. It would be like I have to beat 25 people in one-on-one basketball, and I don't get a break. Okay, and again, I'm sweating through this suit. It's as hot as the Caribbean. Okay,